We are live.
We are live. Let me get the join the panel. And guess who's first? The ZZ.
I was first.
Yes, he is.
What's up, David?
And then Ed Hassick was second. All right. You were having fun over there on Laura's channel.
Yeah, I was getting my Discord set up.
Ah,
So
Can I go now? Can I go? Okay. If you're about to go, you said no.
I hadn't really done nothing with my Discord, so I was in there diving into all the settings, trying to get it all set up.
yeah.
Too old for this shit.
Okay, thanks, Kevin.
You're more than welcome. Like I said, most of it was for her, so
Okay,
I apologize. No offense.
I'll talk to you tomorrow or next day.
Bye, baby. I love you. Oh, no, you'll see me tomorrow.
Okay,
I gotta bring you pictures.
okay. Hey, Tim Jackson is here. Little Llama
What's up, Tim?
Laura's here. How's everybody doing this evening? I kind of caught a little bit of Laura's game playing, and it seemed like it was stimulating to some.
Yeah, I was working on trying to get my quarterly review to come up.
Yeah,
It's not coming enough. I had to text my boss to find out what the hell's going on. Sitting there for like 30 minutes trying to figure out why it wasn't coming up.
so Paul Hodges is out on this hot date tonight, so I'm happy for him.
Is it the chick with all the extra baggage you was talking about?
I don't know. He
Uh.
didn't name her by name, or if he did, I wouldn't remember what name it was anyway.
No, he never said her name. He just said that she had a kid. She was living with the kids or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the one that's living in a 2-bedroom apartment or something, or a one single bedroom apartment, the kids are in there, and
Yeah. I'm surprised they're even able to do that, man. Most apartment complexes, man, they're all over your ass if there's more than what's supposed to be in there.
hello, Tim Rehan. We haven't seen you in a while.
What's up, Tim? Most apartment complexes, you're only allowed 2 people per bedroom,
Yeah.
and that's it. So if there's 3 bedrooms, you're only allowed 6 people. And most apartment complexes are very nosy, man. They're all up in your business all the time. Especially the ones around here, because they're all gated. So you can only be in there for so long. You have to have special passes on your car to park, otherwise your car will get towed, all kinds of crap. The lazy Sunday, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is. And, a lot of people are watching the football playoffs. Not everybody, but a lot of people are.
I haven't really followed football in the last few years. I used to watch it all the time back 3, 4 years ago. I don't really watch it anymore.
Well, it looks like the Teeny Martini bar is offline.
Huh,
It's just a black screen and the circle going around and around and around.
internet must be down over there. Yeah, there, he didn't pay the bill.
Could be.
Although he's probably just linked to their Wi-Fi. But I still don't know, that guy that runs that channel, it could be one of the owner's kids or something too.
Well, I see it changed names of who it is. And I noticed the camera location has changed too, so I don't know.
Has it?
Yeah, the camera used to be right off here and you see the street and everything. Now
Mhm.
it's off towards the sidewalk a little bit more and you can see inside the teeny bar and you could just see, like the deck and things like that, a little bit of the sidewalk, but that was it.
It is possible that, one of those camera companies like Stream Time Live or something could have maybe bought it.
Could be.
Yeah, that's how I'm thinking. Maybe he got bought by one of those companies because it's actually a very profitable thing. You set those up there because you'll get paid from YouTube for all the view time and everything. So if you find a place to put a good camera, you can make some money off YouTube for sure. You get a lot of viewers. Let's see here.
Oh my. Tim Jackson's working.
Yeah, let me go to.
No, Ed, no ships on the lakes whatsoever today. It's pretty stark out there.
And if anybody's into Discord and you want to join my server, you can. Got a few new people today.
No.
That's the link there, and then I'll add you as a friend in there.
Right back. Mia wants something. What do you want?
Tim, you have to do slash. And then like if you click on the Truth and Dare bot over under your guys' names, it gives you the commands. You have to put the slash in front of whatever you're doing. So slash answer, slash dare, slash truth in the Discord. Your problem is you didn't put slash in front of it.
Laura's looking at making more TikToks there. What do you think of that, Justin?
Yeah. Tim says he's gone into surgery, been on a liquid diet for a week. Ugh. Oh, good luck with that, man.
Oh, Wednesday morning, good luck. Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, liquid diets probably aren't the funnest to be on. It's like when they tell you you can't eat 24 hours before certain procedures and you're fucking just starving, wanting to eat.
The,
Mike said, or Tim said he was working and Mike said, "Oh, poor Tim sucks being ahead of us, huh?" Yeah, the same thing comes around during the weekend, Mike, when he gets to be on his Fridays and it's our Thursday.
I can't imagine she wants to go out, but I'm gonna check her. She's over there playing games.
Most of those procedures you can drink water though, can't you, Laura, at least? Normally it's like you can't drink like caffeine, sodas, stuff like that. I mean, 6 hours ain't that bad though. I mean, you'll be a little hungry after, but that's not too terribly long. Yeah, I can imagine, Tim. I've never had to do that, but I could imagine, not being able to eat really any good solid foods, protein like a steak or something. Better stop mentioning foods. He's gonna get his mouth watering over there. Thinking about a big old fat steak and a baked potato. I'm sorry, Tim. Uh, Hodges is actually out on a date tonight, David. I don't know if it's that lady with the lives with her kids, is the one he was been talking about. I'm assuming that's who it is. That sucks, Tim. Oh man. Oh, that's your real friends would do that though, right? Only your real friends would send you pics of food when you can't eat. I was gonna show what I was having for dinner, but I don't know. I don't know. You might not be a big fan of chili cheese dogs. Tim. I don't know. Hold on. Damn it.
Justin, are you going live tonight at all?
No, if
Uncle Bill usually goes on, what, at 10 o'clock, doesn't he, on Sunday night?
yeah, if Bill doesn't go on, then Dominic is.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't like chili cheese dogs, Tim.
Oh, no, those look good.
I'm trying not to give him crap, but it's funny. He said his friends have been sending him pictures of food and stuff they've been cooking all week.
Hey, drone shots, how you doing?
Uh,
Dominic is going live. Laura says. Laura, what time's Dominic planning on going live?
At probably the same time Dominic was, or I mean, Bill was supposed to go on most likely.
Oh, Bill's not going on live?
He said the other day, like day or two ago, he said he wasn't going live. He was taking a break from YouTube or something, I guess, from
Okay.
doing his show. So,
All right. Oh, yeah, so he's covering for Bill. All right.
but Bill didn't say anything about not going live when he was on Laura's. I don't think I didn't hear him say anything. So I'm not for sure if he's actually not or not. What he's doing. Oh, dude, Five Guys does sound good though. What's up, Corey?
Corey, how's it going?
I don't know if you noticed, Corey, but I've been revamping the Discord page and some more people joined it.
Hey, if any of you people would like to pop on the channel here, come on. Join the panel. Corey says he got another 6 or 7 inches of snow today. Yeah, I noticed that storm is moving west to east. Stopped snowing here about 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock this morning. And it was a big swath of snow.
Oh my God, Laura. I'm eating
Well,
right now,
Justin,
JD.
San Francisco's getting their butt kicked.
Are they?
It's like 27-7
Who are they playing?
playing Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Flyers. Not the Eagles, I guess it is. The Philadelphia Flyers is a hockey team, I think. Corey lives up north of Toronto, I believe.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has to live up there where I hope he doesn't live near JDS. He'll just take your property value down, Corey. Why don't you come up on the panel, JD? So you don't ever come on the panels no more. But his microphone and his
Hey, Corey,
webcams.
Corey's kind of an outdoorsy kind of guy. Corey, have you ever thought about getting one of those electric bikes at all for cruising around? They got them now where they'll do like 50, 60 miles an hour and they'll go like 50 or 75 miles on a charge.
What's up, Robert? I'll post that Discord link too if anybody wants to join again. Since there's a few more of you in here that weren't in here before.
Robert Glazier, how you doing? Here
Those
comes
kids are-
Welsh Rob. Hello, Rob. How are you doing?
Betty, you all right?
Good, good. Glad to hear it.
What's going on?
Well, not too much.
Where's Hodges?
He's got a hot date tonight.
Oh, have he?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He announced that a lady called him up and asked him out to dinner tonight.
Well, the same one or a different one?
I think the same one, but we're not sure.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
just which do you think it's the same one, Justin?
I would assume so because it's not like he had like a whole plethora of chicks coming. Well, I'm just saying that's the only one he's talked about in like the last month or so since that other one. touched.
Becoming a right Casanova, isn't he?
Yeah. He's
What's up, Get You Gumi?
Hey, Robert
Hey.
Glazer.
Robert and Get You Gumi. Do you guys have Discord, don't you, Robert?
And Gitchagumi, was it?
Yeah.
Gitchigumi.
What'd you say, Paul?
His name is Gitchigumi.
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 What does that mean? Any
That's
idea?
Native American Indians
Okay.
for the Great Lakes, the Gitchigumi.
Oh, good evening, Corey. I haven't seen him in a while. Hope the kids are well and the family.
Yeah.
Anybody else I missed? I'm sorry.
What's up, Dustin?
Hi.
Well, you missed a whole bunch of people.
Did I? Oh,
Well, everybody missed you too, Rob, while you were gone.
there's JD, but I won't bother with him. He's not worth it.
Lynn's always asking about you.
Here, join my server, Robert, and then I'll send you a friend request. Click on that link there.
Ah, yeah, I know, Laura. Oh, God, sorry, Corey. Wow.
Do you love
Oh,
having
shit,
kids,
no.
Corey? Every other day, one of them's sick with something.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking walking petri dishes.
Oh, Corey. One kid just got over being sick and the other one now has got sick.
Justin, how come then? Yeah, all right. I was wondering how my logo shows up on Paul's stream and yours don't.
Oh, are you using,
No, I got the background on, but I got the cover over the camera. I had to think then.
oh yeah, that's how you do it, huh? So you'd go, hold on,
Look, I'm teaching you something, am I?
Yeah.
yeah. Rob's like, this is how you feel all the time?
Well, yeah, like I was telling Uncle Bill earlier,
So you just do that and then you put a, oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't even think about that.
Well, it's a good job on you, see? You'd be
Timer.
stuff without me. I keep refreshing the page to see if I can see you. Whoa, there you are, Justin.
What you doing, man?
Oh, lucky.
Oh,
Now, which is that the one you rescued?
Yeah, well, both of them are rescues. Yeah, came from the gas station. Tyson.
Yeah, he was at the gas station trying to get with people and everybody's shooing him away, weren't they?
yeah.
He jumped right up in my work truck, came home with me. He's been with me ever since. And that's the thing, dude, is little dogs like this are like really highly sought out. I'm surprised nobody else grabbed him. Poor guy was running up to all these people. I sat and watched him for like a good half hour or so. And just everybody was ignoring him. He got into the store twice. When somebody opened the door, he ran in the store and the girls just picked him up and brought him back out and set him back outside the door. But what the funniest thing was is somebody did a Facebook post about it and said, "Oh, there's this dog at the gas station." And they were like, "Somebody needs to call the authorities." I'm thinking, well, you just posted a damn post on Facebook. Why didn't you call? What the
Yeah,
hell? Nah, but he's been really good though.
how old does the vet think he is?
Puppy, like 6 months to a year. Not very old at all. And if you look at pictures of when I first got him, because I think we've had him, what, 6 months now? I think. Yeah, we've had him for 6 months now. If you look at his pictures from when we first got him, you can see he's aged just a tiny bit. And he has a really, really puppy face when we first got him. Yeah. I think he's a bit little over a year old. He's a really good dog. Like I said, I usually generally don't like little dogs, but he has a really good personality. He's not a little ass like most of them are.
Yeah, Mark White just posted the score of the football game.
28, 7, 5 minutes later. Should be good. Yeah, Mike Tyson Jr. That's right. Like,
Yeah,
he beats the hell out of Bo. I'll tell you that though.
he holds his own, huh?
Oh, he starts half the shit with Bo. Bo will just be sitting there. He'll run up under Bo like I've watched him grab Bo by the frickin' his sack, and just
Really?
and Bo goes, "Arr!" Freaking jumps around. Yeah, he gets up underneath Bo, but then Bo will pin him to the ground. Bo will just like sit on him and pin him down.
They sound like they get along just fine.
Oh yeah, they're always playing. We have to split them up at nighttime when the kids are going to bed because otherwise they'll start barking.
Well, doesn't the one dog go with your daughter?
They actually both end up sleeping with the kids
Oh, okay.
because he gets super aggressive if you try to go in the girls' room at night. He'll come running
Really?
out the blankets, growling and barking. Yeah. Bo, he just lays there and looks at you. Oh yeah. But like I said, both the dogs are rescues. Bo we got from the pound on or it was $13 adoption day. Yeah,
Wow.
they were doing $13 adoptions because it was Friday the 13th. And I told the lady, I said, well, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna have time to get him because I had stopped there on my lunch break to pick him up. And I didn't know how long they were gonna take to do the paperwork and everything. And I was like, well, can I just come back tomorrow? She's like, well, we're not doing the deal tomorrow and he might be gone. I said, well, how much is it if I come back tomorrow and he happens to still be here? How much would it cost me? She goes, oh, it'll be free. I said, what? She made it seem like it was gonna be like $200 if I came back the next day. And it was free because it was a weekend. I was like, what the hell? I was like, I'll just pay the $13. So let's do this and let's get it done. They had him in and out in like probably 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes.
All the paperwork was done. He was yours, huh?
Taking him out to the car.
What did the family think of him when they first saw him?
Oh, Kelsey fell in love with him and her and Kelsey have been best friends ever since. He's just like Kelsey though. They both have this like doofus attitude, like they're just in their own worlds, right? Like Bo is just the biggest doofus, but he's a good dog. But yeah, he's strong as shit though. I'll tell you what, that dog has some muscles on him.
Now is Bo protective of Tyson?
Uh, I mean, I guess Tyson's never really been in a situation though where Bo would need to be
Okay.
like that, so I don't know, honestly. Cause I mean, it's not like none of us just outright attack Tyson, you know?
No, but I meant like a stray dog or something comes around and both.
Like I
Jeff?
said, I haven't ran into that yet, so I don't
Okay.
know. I'm imagine Bo would get very mean if you got near the kids too.
Yeah. So Rob, you still got your cats?
Yeah, why do you want them?
No,
You sure?
I'm not a cat person.
Neither am I, but I got bloody two of them.
Does he?
You know what? He's got two cats. You've seen them, Justin? They're on his shoulder, they're on his lap, it's like,
Well, the other one is,
you
not very
said the other
nice.
one's kind of standoffish, right?
mm,
That's only cause he keeps leaving his window open. A bunch of stray cats keep coming
no,
in.
they were sleeping out the front and we got like a seating area out the front. Well,
Uh-huh.
the neighbor had the two cats. So he had them for like a couple of years and then he went out and got like a fucking pit bull.
Oh, they got a pit bull. That was the end of them having two cats, huh?
Yeah, but they tried ripping them apart and they never went home. So, of course, they were hiding under here all through the winter.
Wow.
I couldn't see him do it like.
Well, that
Oh,
just
wow.
shows what a big heart you've got.
No, I couldn't be cruel to him like.
Yeah, you couldn't treat him like you does Laura.
Sorry?
Said you couldn't treat him like you do Laura.
No.
Ooh, yeah, that
We're
does
quite
work,
good.
doesn't it?
Oh, Gitchigumi's in South Korea again. And so he misses his dog.
He's always out. Does he ever go home? Seems like he's out on the road all the time.
He's on the road, that's for sure.
What's he doing here then?
Like for a living, I don't know. Offhand, I don't know if he's ever actually told us. I'm kind of curious though, because he's always in some other country. Like he was actually walking around one day. Remember on the live stream at some art gallery, showing us art. I think he was in like France or something. I can't remember offhand, but
The Mark weighs 90 pounds. Good enough. Oh, hey, Bill. Bill from Newfound. Oh, shit, I missed him.
Yep, Newfound Bill's here.
Yeah, I've been watching his videos with his S1.
relax. It's just Bill.
You're obviously enjoying it then, Bill. That prop he printed the other day, that was wicked, that was.
What did
Did you
he
see
print
it,
the other
Bill?
day?
What did you print?
No, Newfound Bill printed.
Oh, yeah,
It's,
Bill started doing some serious printing.
yeah, no, it's like a boat propeller, which you attach to a drill, and then he's going to attach it to his kayak or something. Oh,
He's
you-
already been printing. He said that. I think that was his third or fourth printer.
Great colors as well, it was.
Now, Robert Glazier just recently got into printing and he's dove into that crap like crazy. I think
don't
he's
even
got,
see much of Roberts. Has he
Nah.
put up videos?
I just asked him, he's in the chat now, but I asked him the other day, I noticed he hadn't been around much. He said he's taking a break from YouTube, doing some personal stuff. But I think he's got like at least 2, maybe 3 printers now. Even like Robert really got into the
they're
3D
addictive,
printing.
aren't they?
Like he was super green when he got his first printer, didn't know nothing, and now he probably knows more than I do.
I'm looking
There's
through.
Rob,
his-
there's Robert Glazier's homepage.
Oh, wow, yeah, I'm looking through his
He's got some video.
shorts.
Yeah.
Castle is
Alright.
nice, Robert.
He puts out quite a few videos.
Castle is nice. It's well done. Oh, and the Empire State Building. It's a nice print. Couple of nice vases.
Yeah,
Is that
Robert's got,
actually bike yours then, Robert?
yeah, he's got 3 printers now.
So addictive, isn't he? Ghosts, pumpkins. Fuck, you get some views, he does mind. On them shorts.
I don't think Bill really prints. I think he just buys his shit off Etsy like that.
Off eBay.
Yeah. Then he goes to Etsy and buys prints and says, look what I printed. Rob's like, that print looks really familiar.
Yeah, nice prints, Robert.
That's why I told Tim that one day he was showing his box of prints that he did over the last couple of years. He was like, man, I printed. He started showing him. I said, yeah, you went on Etsy and bought all that shit.
Robert says he usually prints and gives them away.
Well, like if somebody wants you to print them something like they want a serious print of something, what you do is you just charge them for the rolls of filament as your payment. Because like, say it's something that's only gonna use a quarter roll of filament, you charge them $25. You buy the roll of filament with it, and then you'll still have a bunch of filament left over to do your own projects with. It's kind of a fair trade-off, right? Cause I mean, what's $25 to have somebody print you something? That's not bad at all.
I have orange, Dustin.
Yeah, you see how Bill's always offering to print something, but he's like, oh, the shipping would be too much.
Yeah, I've got every colour under the sun.
Oh, you see how much fucking filament drone dude has. Oh my god. He makes
Oh.
he makes Mike's collection of filament look tiny.
I buy it on a pallet of 100 rolls at a time.
Wow.
And I get it then, no, I get it for £8.50. £8.50 a roll.
Hey, but how many printers you got running all the time?
10 constantly,
10 printers running constantly.
and then another 3 sort of kicking round.
Well, what you wanna do, oh, sorry, Rob, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, what you wanna do, Dustin, if you're gonna do that, is go on Amazon and go to the Canadian, switch your country and your Amazon to Canada. And then you order it through there and then put Bill's address as a shipping address. If you're gonna send them, because it's way easier than you trying to buy one here and then ship it to him.
Curtis says, Justin, check your messenger.
Alright, a second here, let me look. Fuck is that? Now, I don't know, Curtis, cause it depends on how big the, print is itself, but
What is it, Justin? I got a computer open. Well, it depends what, whether or not he wants it perfect, what sort of info.
Alien isolation motion tracker. And if you're asking me to print it, I can at the moment. Cause, I don't have my printer, I don't have room for my printer right now, but I mean, there's plenty of other guys in our community. If you talk to them, they might be able to help you out with that. I mean, you got Night Train, you got, Sean.
It'd be too slow, see, for me to send it with all the.
Well, you can't
with
send
Royal-
shit right now anyway, so.
No, that's what I was gonna say. With Royal Mail, it's all screwed up. Otherwise, I would have.
But,
Okay, Laura, you take care. Laura's
Yeah,
got
see you later.
things to do. Thanks for coming in, Laura.
Guys and the Welsh.
but, I mean, you also got Robert Glazier. He might be able to help you out. There's a lot of the other guys around us that could definitely help you with that. But there's the link in the chat if anybody wants to look at it. He said it's for some movie or something. It's for a local movie. I wouldn't say Sean only because he's super busy right now, so he might not be a good option, but maybe you could talk to Mike or one of those guys. Like I said, Mike, Robert Glazier, maybe David, I don't know. There's plenty of guys that do 3D printing. And I was still kind of in the learning stages when I had to pack mine up, so I'm not super experienced with it yet. I was still learning myself.
Oh, they just had a brawl on the football field.
Like I said, Curtis, too, it depends on how big you want it and everything too, and then that's gonna determine whether certain people
No,
can
but
print it.
that's just gonna come one size in it.
Well, that's the thing is it depends on how big they want it,
Yeah,
and then that's gonna determine, who can actually print it by whatever size printer they have, right?
yeah,
On their
it's actually
bedside.
gonna be like the infill, which will bounce it up with it, because normal stuff you can get away with like 15% infill, but if you want it quite sturdy, it's gonna
I'm
30,
honestly
40%.
surprised. Oh, Rob, I'm honestly surprised Curtis hasn't got into 3D printing because the hobbies he
know.
does, that shit would go hand in hand with it. Plus, he likes all the techie shit too. I could see him getting into it.
JD's got a print of mine, Curtis. I'm just saying, I'm not sure if he's running it or where in the world he is to you.
He has a Flash Forge, but I think it's a pretty small one. I don't know how
But
big of
that
prints he
item's a
can
bit
do.
small, I think.
Um, I said it depends on the size of who could print it though.
Well, it looks like the size of a GoPro thing, doesn't it? I don't know if it is.
It's a movie prop, so.
Yeah, it only looks like the size of.
I said I'm just not sure how big JD's printer is. I think it's kind of small, but I'm not entirely sure. And depending on the size, I don't know if he could do it.
Am I on?
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh.
you're on. No camera, but you're on.
I'll plug it in here in a minute as soon as I put my pants on.
I think Mike Night Train would probably be the best one to get up with that.
Yeah,
It's I'm not even sure I'm going to work with these guys. They asked me to do some drone stuff. They're doing a science fiction movie, kind of a Bigfoot, searching for Bigfoot thing.
Right.
And it's got a cute angle to it. It turns out Bigfoot is actually Chewbacca from Star Wars, who's on the run and he's hiding out here on Earth. and the Empire finds him, and I don't know the whole storyline. That's kind of just the general overview. And anyway, these two kids are looking for Bigfoot, and they're using night vision. They've already got a night vision set up. They bought a God, what was it? It was a Nerf deal that's fake, but they painted it. It looks real. Now they're trying to come up with some kind of motion tracker, and they're supposed to be tracking Bigfoot at one point.
Is that like the size of a GoPro or something? Is it?
No, it's a handheld. You can see the handle at the bottom, so it's got to be able to fit in your hand.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
meant the camera on top. Is that like a?
Oh no, it's bigger than a GoPro. It's I mean, I'm not exactly sure of the size. That they suggested something. They said they're looking for something like that, and I said, well, I bet you can find it on CG Trader or one of these places. And then I just kind of did a quick look around, and I found that one, and I sent it to him. He goes, yeah, we got to find somebody to print that. That would work. And I'm like, okay. And then I can camera track it and put a screen on there that shows radar, so that
Yeah,
there's some animation on it.
So they want you to do the animation?
Yeah, and there's a couple other things I'm going to do. I mean, that's if they get everything together. I call these $0 million budgets. They have a lot of great ideas and stuff, but they got to get so many things in line to get something pulled off. I mean, I've been involved in about 5 or 6 of these things, and maybe 3 of them have actually got to the end where they were able to put something out that was kind of interesting.
But
One of them was
a lot of pipe dreams then?
Well, not pipe dreams. I mean, they have the best intentions, but when you just don't have the money and the time to do it, and you got to get enough people that want to get involved with it that don't need pay. I mean, I like that I get a credit in the film. I think that's kind of cool. But let me plug my camera in. Hold on. I don't like not being on screen. I don't mind getting a credit in the film. I like that. The zombie film that I did and the murder mystery thing I did were both pretty cool. But yeah, there's a few special effects they want to do. And I'm going to do that for them, and it's not a real big deal. But I just got off the phone earlier today, and we were all talking, and they said, yeah, we want to do this. And they were explaining the scene, how it works. One guy's got the night vision goggles on, and the other guy's got a motion tracker. And they were talking about using a phone, but it looked kind of lame just using a phone, holding up a phone, pretending it's a motion tracker. And I said, well, somebody's got to have made a prop somewhere on Thing Universe or CG Trader. And I looked it up real quick and found that. And I said, well, I can find somebody to 3D print it. So that's all.
I would say I
The
don't know
bottom
about-
section is that bottom handle. I mean, it's got to fit in your hand, and then everything else, if you scale it to where it would fit in your hand, here, I can show you guys so everybody can kind
yeah,
of follow
yeah. I know
along.
what you mean. It's going to be like a 6-8 inch sort of screen on the back, in it.
Yeah, so this is what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
They've got it painted here, but that's what it looks like, just 3D printed. But yeah, your hand's got to be able to fit in there.
Yeah,
So if you make your hand fit into that will automatically scale the rest of this properly.
So what would you do with that screen then? Just put in like a piece of green for green?
Yeah, I'd
screen?
put a piece of green in there, and then whatever scene they used it in, as they're holding it, I would camera track it and then insert my my graphics inside there.
Okay.
Now,
There's another one over here. This is kind of what the graphics look like.
another person you could probably try contacting too, maybe it might be Dobo. I don't know. You know him well or no?
Yeah, I know him, but he's so busy and he wants $1 million for everything he does.
Okay, well, that's just an
Yeah, I'll make
idea,
the
'cause-
screen more like this one.
Well, the other thing you might do would be contact one of the manufacturers of the real deal and see if they would put one on loan and get a credit,
That's where it runs into it. Everybody wants money. I make a really good living. I don't care about it. It's like I don't really try to monetize my YouTube channel. I'm not pursuing that. I do it for fun.
Yeah,
And as soon as you start involving people, it starts costing money. What's up, JD? That one was from the Aliens movie. There was a scene in Aliens where somebody was holding that up and tracking it, and somebody just made the model. They watched the movie and made a 3D model of it. I don't know why they threw on the 3D print. They actually printed the coiled cable. I was like, why would you do that? I mean, why don't you just glue a cable in there that's, coiled cable? Those are pretty cheap. Yeah, just chroma key it in. Yep. Well, I'd have to camera track where it is, but yeah, chroma key it in. What I would do is I'd put a little piece of reflective glass over it so that you get the reflection of the guy's face in the glass, and then chroma key over that.
yeah.
So when
Yeah,
he's
I would-
holding it up, you can kind of see the reflections of whatever's going on around him, and that makes it a little more realistic.
I would say try Mike Night Train though.
Yeah, Mike's normally here, but he's not here today.
Yeah, he's watching the playoffs, that's why.
Ah.
Do you have him on Facebook or?
Yeah, somewhere. I mean, it's not a real urgent thing. This is just
You're in preliminaries.
yeah, it's in the discussion stage, and I think the story's interesting enough to get involved. I mean, I've seen Finding Bigfoot movies before, and they're all kind of lame. This one has a funny twist to it, in the fact that Bigfoot is actually Chewbacca from Star Wars. It's like, oh, I like that. That's funny.
What, okay, so if it were Chewbacca, let's just say it was, is there any kind of copyright restrictions for using a costume that looks like Chewbacca?
I don't know. They do have the costume, or at least they tell me they do. I think it would have more to do with using the name.
Because I know images can be copyrighted too, so that's why.
Yeah, and characters. I know there's a lot of Star Wars fan films online on YouTube. And they're really good. There's some really good ones out there too. So that's not something that I'm going to be dealing with, or I have to deal with. I'll let them take care of that.
Right.
But I know you could also put it on Vimeo. There's a couple of other places you could put it and not worry about it. YouTube is not the end all be all. You could put it on Facebook. You could put the movie on Facebook. It's only going to be about a 20-minute movie, if even that.
And final at 31 is for Philadelphia and 7 for San Francisco.
Yeah, that's where Mike's at right now. He's actually watching the playoff games. How does that work with them doing it?
But the thing they contacted me
Portrayal
about
of
was
Star
doing the
Trek.
Avada, chasing Bigfoot through the
Through the
forest.
woods.
Yeah. And we have Capitol Forest up here, which is it's not national, or it's not a state park. It was actually owned by a forestry service, but they opened it up to the public and let the public use it as a kind of a retreat. You can go camping there. There's shooting
Like a
grounds
natural
there.
Preserve type of thing. Yeah.
Not even a preserve.
Your audio's off there.
Mine?
Did you have audio trouble once before?
Yeah. Is it off?
Yeah, it was. Now, say something.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now there's the delay, about 3-second delay from your audio to your video.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we heard the 1 when you were saying 2 to 3. Was. Strange.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now
That's
you're
weird.
yeah, it's kind of muffled and it's weird.
How about now?
Okay,
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
yep, yeah, I sound fine. Little hollow, but yes, it was.
That's
it
because
was-
I think that's his webcam.
Yeah, and now how does it sound? Is it got a
Sounds-
delay?
You know,
No, now you're back on your mic. You were on your webcam mic a second ago.
No, I just switched over to the webcam and everything was okay. Now I'm back on my regular mic.
Yeah, you sound fine to me.
yeah.
All right.
He just
Justin,
doesn't-
you were gonna ask a question earlier.
Yeah, well, one, he just doesn't want to let that mic go, and two,
Right.
how does that work with them, like, doing a movie about Star Wars? They have to have licensing for that, or?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I do know there are a bunch of Star Wars fan films on YouTube and they haven't been pulled. I don't know if they're monetized or not, because right now everything gets advertising, everything, whether
Right,
you're monetized or not. So you can't really tell if they're monetized or not. But those videos have not been pulled, and they strictly say, this is a fan film and is not endorsed or whatever. So I'm thinking they're going to do it under that premise.
I'm sure there's some kind of law that says you're allowed to, as long as it's not marketing it as Star Wars. Or something, I don't know, I would see that being a little bit of a weird area, only because that's a big franchise to be making a.
I would
Right.
imagine it depends upon what kind of a disclaimer you put in there.
Well, they're selling the movie as kind of a hunting Bigfoot kind of thing, and they're selling it as a horror film. But when you get to the end of it and the big payoff happens, it's supposed to be funny, and it twists it around. You go, oh wait, that's Chewbacca, because the Empire's here and they're hunting him. So it turns out there's a couple of kids that are just hunting Bigfoot. They're out in the woods hunting Bigfoot with technology, and they run into the Empire. And it's like, oh crap, something's bigger going on.
Okay.
But they're not selling it as, dun, 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 and all that stuff. They're not selling it as Star Wars. So that might be a way around it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Seems
it's
like
got-
my mic is delaying just a little bit again. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you're
Doesn't
doing
look-
good.
All right.
okay. Yeah, you don't look like an old karate film.
At least I'm not as bad as Tim. So One Vision says, yeah, as long as it's listed as fan film, there's no issue. Seen so many out there for Star Wars. Predator doubt there's going to be making an issue out of it. I kind of doubt it too. I mean, it just adds to the popularity. I mean, if you think about it, it just shows that people really want to see Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
And if, it's who's that one guy? I can't remember his name, but he comes on and he talks about classic rock. Well, not just classic rock. He talks about music from the past versus music from today. And he will pull up a song, and his latest one is More Than a Feeling by Boston. And he breaks it down as to what makes the song popular. Somehow, he used to be a big producer too. So he gets all the multi-track stuff, and he'll play all the individual tracks from it and show you how they layer the guitars and how they layered the vocals and everything. And he gets copyright hits like crazy, but he has permission from the artist to use that stuff. But the record companies still come in and hit him. And he's like, I don't understand this. Boston was a great band in its time. Kids today don't know who Boston is.
No, they don't.
So when he comes along and he starts talking about it, all these kids go, oh, this is cool. I'm going to go listen to it on Spotify. I'm going to go buy the CD or whatever. So he's making stuff that's years ago that was popular again by the way he does things, the way he breaks the song down and he opens it up so everybody can see all the little inside stuff that they did to make the song sweet like it is, But yeah, he gets hit, and he comes on all the time. He goes, well, my channel got shut down, over 10,000 videos. And, it's like,
Well,
this is
what-
ridiculous.
well, what happens is these record companies are,
They've
cause it's
sold-
all.
they've sold the
Well,
rights, right?
It's an auto algorithm that's catching the songs.
Yeah.
And even though he has permission, he has to go to YouTube, say, look, I got permission. They have to verify it. It's not like you think that they would just ask the channel owner, okay, who do you have permission for? Let's verify it. So any songs that you get hit for on your channel will automatically just remove the copyright strike. But
Well, I've
they
got
don't
one
tell you
right
to do
now
that.
that so I used to get my music before I started writing my own. I used to get my music from Audio Jungle,
Right.
And then what happened with Audio Jungle is like 3 years later, that whoever that company is, they'll come in and hit you with a copyright hit. It's nothing against your channel, but they get all the money from it. And what you have to do is put a you have to
Notation.
no, you contest it. There's a word for it, but I can't remember what it is. And you send in the PDF form that when you buy the song, the rights to use the song in a video, you send that in and they take it away. Well, what's happening now is some of these guys are getting smart. They're working with Audio Jungle, then they quit Audio Jungle. So now you can't even contact Audio Jungle and your license is no longer good. And so you can't contest it. It's like there's no way to contest it. So I just go through and delete. I tell them, fuck you, go delete. I'm sorry.
Contest or appeal it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, appeal it. Yeah. However you want to look at it, there's no way to appeal it because the guy is no longer with Audio Jungle. He quit them. That's happened to me several times. So I just go delete the video. I'm like, fine, screw it. I'm done. I'm not, and then I tell the guys at Audio Jungle, good luck. I'm not buying any more of your music. Oh, you don't have to be that way. Yeah, I do.
I mean, about the safest one, to be honest with you, to do is actually use just YouTube's music because
Well, even then they could change their mind 2 years down the road
and sell the
And-
rights.
and sell the rights to somebody, and then they can get you again.
Guys, I'm gonna drop off. It's getting late.
Okay, Rob. Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Hey, Rob, later.
I'll see you all later.
Rob's
you tell-
doing better ever since he had his little incident. So that's
Uh,
good.
Since my drifting incident.
Yeah.
Get too technical for you, Rob? Alright.
You what?
Said to get too technical for you in here. We'll see you later.
Right, see you all later.
Okay, Rob. Thanks,
Love
buddy.
you, Rob. Talk to you later, brother.
But that's the thing too, is like, that I've actually seen cases where people have gotten hit for their own fucking music.
That's what
On
I'm worried
YouTube.
about now.
And because what another problem they were having is these scammers overseas are
Yeah.
throwing copyrights on everybody's channels. And they know that 9 out of 10 people aren't gonna contest it. And then guess what happens? They end up getting the money for that. And it's not even their music. And there's been plenty of times where people have gotten copyrighted for their own music.
Yeah, I've got probably the last 2 years I've been just doing my own stuff, and I'm waiting for somebody to copyright it
I've actually, there
or
was a
claim
guy.
copyright.
There was a guy that was so good at singing music, like just damn near any artist's music.
Mhm.
He was so good at it. He was getting copyrights from him singing because it was so good to the actual real music.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing is, this is what I've said before, right? Is the
It's all these
government,
companies in India that are doing it.
well, and then the government needs to come in and they need to go over all the copyright rules. And they need to be revamped and redone and have a clear set of rules of how long you can use a song for, what's the rule.
Actually, I gotta say it should be YouTube, because on the music that I purchased the rights to use, and it's the rights to use the song once in a video, I should be able to input that little piece of text that they send you, the license text. I should be able to input that into my video when I upload it, so that if somebody's going to come along and say, oh, I own this song. Oh, wait a minute. He has rights to it. Here it is right here.
Well, I'm saying the government's the only one that's gonna be able to set a law that says, if you sell somebody a license, once that you sell them that their license is grandfathered in, no matter who the seller is, who buys the rights to it. They need to set guidelines, just like they need to set guidelines to how long of a piece of music or a piece of a movie clip you can watch on a channel before they hit you. Because there is no real guideline, because I've seen people do music reactions to an entire song, not get hit for a copyright claim, and then somebody else did the same song and stopped every 15 seconds, talked over it, and they wouldn't even let them upload the video.
Yeah.
There's just there's no consistency on anything.
I think it has more to do with YouTube than the government. The government can't even decide who they want to be the Speaker of the House.
Like YouTube literally needs to say, you're allowed to use 15 seconds. Past that, you're gonna get a copyright claim.
Yeah.
And they need to, and especially for reaction channels, they need to give them set guidelines. You play 15 seconds, you have to talk for 15 seconds. You play for 15 seconds.
Does anybody watch a reaction channel? Seriously?
I do sometimes with music. I'll watch like somebody.
I've
React
watched
to it.
one or two of them, and it's like, who the hell are you to react? It's like you're nobody, and you're reacting to something. Whatever.
I mean, they do really well though. Reaction channels. But that's just an example though. I'm using like, or even when you're like, when we're on here, if I show a 15-second SNL clip, fucking they go nuts.
Yeah.
And shut your whole channel down.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous. Like they need to have a set thing of rules that I can show a 15-second clip and it's not considered copyright. But this is
So-
the thing is YouTube would have to go get contracts with all these companies.
Justin,
What?
JD's busting on you in the chat.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I think YouTube should address the issue. They're wanting to avoid it because if they get involved, then that makes them culpable. So I don't know.
Well,
They could make it really easy. They could make it really easy for folks. Like I said, if you write your own music, it's the same as mailing a copy of it to yourself. Once you put it on YouTube, you have a date of when that song was put on there. So they can't come back and I mean, I know there's a lot of in the sampling world where they sell samples of like drum sounds and keyboard sounds and stuff like that. I know there's some guys that take those samples and put them on Amazon and copyright them that way. And it's like, how do you do that, dude? It's not even your sample.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's those guys in India.
They find loopholes.
Yeah. You can't go through and check everything, but they claim copyright on it. And then you go look at the date and you go, my video was released 2 months ago. You just now copyrighted this today. How the hell does that work?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've seen, like I've said, I've seen cases of people get copyrighted for their own shit and it's ridiculous. There is no clear set of rules on anything. On YouTube, I think like was about 2 years ago, they went and signed contracts with over 150 different record labels. And
Mhm.
that's why they don't hit you with copyright strikes as much anymore. You just get the claims
Right.
because they've wrote agreements with these companies like, hey, our people are gonna use your music. Don't mind it. We'll give you your cut. You guys just sit back, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. And
Right.
that's
Leave
what-
everybody alone.
But I've also noticed, and I've told Tim this when Tim was trying to choose the song he wanted to use for his intro, I said, don't pick any bands from the 90s back. I said, because they copyrighted the living hell out of their music. You can use almost any new artist's music and you'll be fine. But if you go use AC/DC, Metallica, any of those guys, they're completely shut in every country in the world. You can't use them at all.
Yep.
And that's because I think a lot of that is because of the whole Napster era and, LimeWire and all that. When all that shit was going on, all these artists really blanketed their music and copyrights to keep people from stealing it. But these days, it's not really as prevalent stealing music anymore. Because everybody pays a $10 a month membership for a music app. They have full access to everything.
Fishies. I was going through some of my older videos and found some stuff I didn't even realize I had. This is from the Gladius Mini. It's kind of like a little aquarium, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Now, did you click the two boxes on the bottom of the screen before you? Started?
You know what? I didn't.
Because that's why it's a little choppy, I think.
Is that better?
Yeah, see there, it's smooth. Yep.
Dude, Mark, Facebook hits you with copyright claims on everything. I put YouTube music on that was in the YouTube library on Facebook, and they told me that Sony Records claimed it. I had that happen a couple times where I used the music out of the music audio library in the YouTube studio, and they tried to tell me that it was Sony's music, and that Sony put a claim on it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And this was like a week after I put it up, right? So it wasn't like it was a song I used 2 years ago and then decided to put it on Facebook.
Yeah, I haven't even. You guys are seeing this the same time I am. I haven't even seen this stuff.
Just some lost footage, huh?
Yeah. Well, so you record everything, and you're down there for an hour. We had two of them in the water. There's one of them. Everybody wants to go fast. There's one.
So
It's
what
amazing.
what do the fish or wildlife think about that when you're floating that around down there?
Well, I mean, you can see it right there. They're not afraid of it. It doesn't make a lot of noise. It's not I think they're kind of attracted to the lights, honestly. I mean, we got two of them in the water. They're between us, and they're not. I mean, you move toward them, and they'll move away.
Well, and Phil, a lot of fish are very sensitive to frequencies and different things like that too. So you might just not those things might not just be hitting the right frequency where it's bothering them.
So as soon as you move towards them, they kind of move away.
Oh yeah, like anything else. But they're definitely not hauling ass from you.
No, they're like a gang. They'll come up to you, and then as soon as you move towards them, it's like, yeah, you're a bully. I'm gonna just come right up to you.
Yeah,
What's
they're
up,
just
man?
checking
What's
you
up?
out.
Not me.
But you're also not being aggressive to them either, so they don't
No.
really have a reason to fear you at the moment. So they're more curious than anything.
I got to go back up to this area. This is in Seattle underneath the bridge.
That's some murky water right there.
Yeah. Well, part of it is the camera on the chasing is not as good as the 5-fish.
That's all the B footage right there. Did you cut out?
Yeah, the stuff we don't show. Yeah.
Yep, that's for sure, Mark.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it.
All right.
And are you on later, Justin, or no?
I don't know yet. I know Dominic will go on later tonight, but
Yeah, but he'll be on like at 10 o'clock Eastern, right?
I don't know what time actually he's gonna go on.
Yeah,
I'm assuming either 9 or 10, so.
okay. So I was
Let's
gonna
do it.
say, if you wanted to fire up at 7 and go on there with your friends for a couple hours,
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna
because
do
you're
yet.
on vacation.
Do the vacation dance, man.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's
right.
got 9 days off.
Oh, wait, it's still pantsless national holiday, so he
Ah.
shouldn't stand up.
Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again tomorrow sometime.
See you later.
Stay safe.